Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Ian, and today I'm going to be showing you what I look for when buying a stock. Now, since I'm still relatively new to this, what I like to do is I'll go on YouTube and search for something like best dividend stocks, and I'll find a video that's roughly 6 to 12 months old. That way I can compare how the stock was performing then versus how it's performing now. So once I have a stock in mind, what I'll do is I will go to Yahoo Finance, and basically Yahoo Finance just gives you a bunch of information about the stocks. So we're going to go search IRM, which is a company I actually saw on a video. So basically the first thing that I would look for is the dividend and dividend yield. So this stock is worth $2.47 annually, and the yield is 7.64%, which is pretty high. I think what you would generally look for is anything between 2 and 4% or so. But then it also gives you information like EPS, which is earnings per share. And basically the earnings per share is the net income of the company divided by the number of shares that they have. Next you have the PE ratio, and the PE ratio is the share price divided by the EPS. And what that number is basically what investors are willing to pay per $1 earned. So the average is usually between 20 and 25. Anything below 20 is generally undervalued, and anything over 25 is generally overvalued. Some other stuff that you can look at is the market cap. The market cap is the number of shares multiplied by the share price. So what you could do to find out the number of shares in the company is you can divide the market cap by the share price. Another thing that you can look at is the volume. The volume is the number of shares that have been traded on the day. The average volume are the number of shares that have been traded in a given period. Also something that you can look at is the 52-week range, which is the share price at its low and the share price at its high. Obviously you want to buy as low as you can. This isn't quite as important as a dividend investor, as you aren't really making day trades, but it definitely does help to buy it at a lower price. Alright, another thing that you definitely want to take a look at is you want to go to historical data and click on this and switch it to dividends only, and then click on the time period, switch it to 5 years, and hit apply. And now what this is going to tell you is the dividend per quarter that's been paid out over the last 5 years. So if we go down to March of 2015, we can see that they were paying out about 48 cents per share. And if we take a look at it, they've been steadily increasing as time has gone on. So it's actually higher now than it's ever been, which is always a good sign, because what we can do is we can actually go and look at another company, CenturyLink. Now CenturyLink also has a 7% yield, but if we go to their historical data and switch this to dividends, switch this to 5 years, we will see that they were pretty steadily just paying out 54 cents per dividend. But then in March of 2019, they cut their dividend to 25 cents. They cut their dividend by more than half. So that is why it is important to always check the dividend history to make sure that they are growing and not regularly cutting their dividend. Alright, so one last thing that I like to do is I will go ahead and switch this from 1 day to year to date, and that gives me a pretty good idea of the growth or loss. So they look pretty steady, and this combined with the increasing dividend, I think that it would be a pretty decent buy, so I think that I will go ahead and purchase some shares. Alright, so after doing the research on IRM, I am pretty happy with what it looks like, so I think I'm going to go ahead and buy some shares. So I was going to wait for this to dip back down, but it doesn't appear to be doing so. So it's about 30 cents more than when it was at its lowest, but that's alright. I'm just going to buy 4 shares. That's like $1.20. And there we go. I've bought the 4 shares now, and I hope that this video gives you guys some insights into what I look for when I'm buying a stock. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.